Well, hello and welcome to I Love Gay today. And we are jumping all the way over into Long Beach, California with Joe Mendez. How are you, Joe?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. How about yourself?
Oh, fantastic. It's been a great week. It almost feels like Friday today for some reason, though.
It does, doesn't it? As you know, I was in Palm Springs for the last 3 days, and it was just nice to get back home yesterday. And it does kind of feel like a Friday.
Yeah, it just feels like it. But yeah, no, of all the things you do, I mean, you and I have known each other, it seems like forever. And because our lives and paths have crossed over and over through initially through all your work with the Long Beach Gay and Lesbian Chamber.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to think this morning of how long you and I have known one another, and I want to say it's probably been about 8 years because I've
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been with the chamber. Well, let's say I retired from GSK 12 years ago, and then I joined the chamber, and then I'd say about 8 years that you and I have been
Yeah.
connected through the chamber.
But I know we were working with you. You were a leader of the on the board and really a kind of an integral part of the chamber when they've gone through when they used to be called the Community Business Network, and then they
That's
finally
correct.
became the Gay and Lesbian Chamber.
That's a long, long time ago. We decided to come out and name ourselves the Long Beach Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce, and now we're in the process of changing the name again and calling ourselves the Long Beach LGBT Chamber of Commerce.
Makes sense. Don't.
Credit points,
And
exactly.
what about the Q?
Well, the Q's always that. I mean, I think we'll add the Q, of course. I mean, I don't think we're going to change it with the state.
Yeah.
Uh, I think we're just going to, for marketing purposes, just use the LGBTQ. It's a tongue twister.
But Long Beach is always, as you also know, near and dear to my heart. I was born there, and
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know
yes, I
that.
was
Wow.
born in Long Beach.
I knew your mom's in San Pedro, right?
Yeah, yeah, because most of my growing up phase was in Wilmington, but not Wilmington, Delaware, Wilmington, California, and then
Wow.
finally went from Wilmington and worked our way into San Pedro, where I graduated high school and continued on from there.
How about that? And when I was with GSK, Wilmington was part of my territory.
Oh, really?
So I had doctors over there that I called on in Wilmington for almost 10 years, actually.
But you guys have been a real integral part of Long Beach LGBT community and culture and everything because it's kind of a small town feel as being part of LA. And you guys have kind of really been able to not only maintain and bring people together, but also you've kind of been an ambassador where you jump out and go to like the Los Angeles Gay and Lesbian Chamber and the National Gay and Lesbian Chamber events. So I don't know, just how's
And
that
Palm
been for
Springs.
you?
You know, I don't know if I told you, but I'm going to be stepping down in a couple of months.
Yeah, yeah.
And I have to say, it's been a wonderful ride. I mean, when I retired from GSK and I thought to myself, what am I going to do now? I mean, and I've always been involved in nonprofit,
Yeah,
and the Long Beach Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce just made sense. And
yeah.
it took me about a year or so to kind of figure out how can I deeply get involved into something,
Yeah.
an underdog kind of thing. And when I joined the chamber, I joined as the membership chair. That was when
Okay.
Laura Lotta was the president.
Yeah.
And the chamber at the time was with 38 members, and of which 8 of those were free memberships.
Yeah.
And then as a membership chair, I became the chair, and then within 6 months, I had 100 members because I was knocking on doors. I was
Yeah.
telling the new story of the new and improved Long Beach Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
been great. And now, after then I became president. And I've been president now for I want to say 4 or 5 years now, but
Yeah.
we're over 200 members now.
That's excellent. No, I know. And you've, I appreciate it. You've had me come out when I was in town and present about LGBT marketing and social media. And I know I could be a little long-winded. And the good news is I've compressed those down into online versions that are only 30 minutes. So
Well, I followed you, just about everywhere. I remember when I wasn't that involved with the chamber,
yeah,
you actually did a program on social media back then, and it
yeah,
was it was at one of the hotels downtown Long Beach,
I
and
remember that.
I've listened to many of your programs now and followed you. I mean, we're obviously at the NGLCC conferences, and I think I went to something in Anaheim that you had a couple of years ago. I mean,
Yeah,
I follow
yeah.
you quite often.
I
I
love
love
it.
what you have to say about the world and how it's changing in social media.
Well, thanks. I've also enjoyed because you're actually also very involved and active on social media. But I would just say you have a great style. It's very personable, and but you use a lot of that and you kind of tie it in more with your real estate as well.
I do. I'm always trying to do that. And again, once again, to your credit, I'm always looking at what you're doing and saying, "Okay, that's just what he told me to do." So,
Yeah,
but yes, I'm always trying to tie my real estate business. As you know, I am a real estate agent here in Long Beach, and I
yeah,
go pretty much anywhere.
yeah,
So as long as there is business, one of the things that I think I'm also very proud of is that as a real estate agent, I really promote myself as a gay real estate agent.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
my website is Long Beach Real Estate Rainbow.
yeah, yeah.
If you can't get any gayer than that.
No, no, no. I love that. And so now I've been following all that, and I think you finally rewarded yourself after a good, healthy amount of sales. With I love watching your process online when you bought your new Mazda.
Oh yes. Yeah, as you can tell, I do everything on social media and I'm always posting. Sometimes I think I'm doing too much, but number one, I love it.
Good.
Number two, there's always a story to tell, and I think people.
Yeah,
It's interesting because when people listen to my stories, and definitely with my new Mazda, I mean
yeah,
that was a big deal, right? I hadn't had a car since 2006, and that was a company car, and that was a brand
yeah,
new car.
yeah,
And even before that, I've had company cars since 1990.
yeah, yeah,
So that was a big deal. And I have to say, thank real estate and my LGBT clients, because last
yeah.
year was my best year. I
Excellent.
received a silver award with my company with Coldwell Banker Coastal Alliance here in Long Beach,
Yeah,
which really allowed me to buy a car and pay for it cash. So, and most of my clients, with the exception of two, were
yeah.
LGBT clients.
Wow. Well, I think it's between that and then every time you're cooking up some fantastic Mexican food and sharing that, I follow those things too.
Well, thanks. I'm glad you follow those because I actually do have a video on YouTube, which
Yeah,
is I forget what I call it. I think I'm not gonna remember now, but
yeah,
it's on YouTube. I think it's called I forget. I'm
yeah,
having a
yeah, yeah.
brain.
Well, it's fantastic Mexican cuisine. That's all that's all I know. Lots of
Thank you.
chilies in the background.
Yes, exactly. Colorful. That's what I like.
It is, it is.
Colorful green peppers and so forth.
But no, this is great. And this is just really appreciate being able to share a few moments with our audience. And more importantly, the next time I come back to LA and Long Beach and San Pedro, I look forward to being able to
I'd love
see
to see
you
you.
again.
Could I just mention one more thing in case as you know, last year the Long Beach LGBT Chamber of Commerce received an award from
Yeah,
the LCC.
that's right.
So we were one of the improved chambers for the year. So we're very, very proud of that.
Yeah,
And actually, Justin came down to Long Beach in December to present us in person with that
yeah.
award. So we're very, very proud of
Excellent.
that.
Well, you guys have worked hard and earned it. You should be proud.
I am proud indeed. So, and now the next generation of people will take over and
Yep,
get to the next level.
exactly. Well, thanks so much for being here. It's wonderful to see you again.
It's great seeing you. Thank you very much.
All right, take
Bye.
care.
So good.